So the question for this video presentation is, what is the functional currency of a Singapore company, or in which currency you should prepare Singapore company accounts, or can your Singapore company accounts be made in a currency other than Singapore dollars? So let's have a look, and the first question then here is, in which currency the accounts must be kept for a Singapore entity. Now normally in any country, the accounting records of the company are maintained in the national currency. So if it's an American company, its accounts will be made in US dollars. If it's a Indian company, its accounts will be maintained in Indian rupees, and this is generally the rule. However, Singapore has got a significant foreign trade, and many companies have different scenarios, and following this rule can be bit difficult in certain circumstances. So here I am going to present three scenarios. The first example is a company which is focused locally and it conducts business in Singapore primarily, and most of the transactions are in Singapore dollars. There is another company which is involved only in import and export of goods, and most of the business is overseas. In the sense, goods don't enter Singapore borders, and goods are normally bought in China and sold in other Asian region. And most of the transactions in this case are entered or processed in US dollars. And the third example is of a company which has close connections with Australia, and most of the transactions for this company are happening in Australian dollars. Now, as you can see, these three scenarios have three different currencies which are being primarily used in their business. If for second and third company we force them to use Singapore dollar as the accounting currency, then their accounts will get significantly complicated, because for every transaction, the transaction needs to be translated into Singapore dollars, and foreign currency loss or gain needs to be calculated. So this is obviously not preferred. So that is where the concept of functional currency comes into picture. And a functional currency is the currency in which majority of the company transactions take place. So in our case, for those three examples, the functional currencies respectively become Singapore dollar, US dollar, and Australian dollars. So the rule is that you need to prepare your accounts in the functional currency and not Singapore dollars by default. Now, majority of the companies will still make accounts in Singapore dollar because their business is in Singapore dollars primarily. But if your functional currency is different, you need to maintain accounts in that currency. So what is your responsibility as a company promoter or company director? There are two responsibilities that you need to carry out. The first thing is that government agencies by default will presume functional currency of your company to be Singapore dollars. So if you are going to follow a functional currency which is different than Singapore dollars, then you need to inform this to IRAs in a prescribed format. And at the time of tax filing, you will be required to conduct the translation of accounts at an approved rate, so that the figures can be filed in Singapore dollars for tax computation purpose. Now in practicality, I will say that 95% of the companies follow Singapore dollar by way of a functional currency, and they maintain their accounts also in that currency. And rest 5% they will have their depending upon their business model. So in summary, functional currency is the currency in which books of accounts of the company are kept. Usually it is Singapore dollars, but in some cases company may set it different from Singapore dollars.
Thank you for watching this video. This video was brought to you by Epica Consulting Singapore. Subscribe to our channel today to get notified when new videos are posted.